Hello everyone, Dusty Flyco here.
Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a
iPhone and
little
iPad
kingdom
so
of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here
and
is
and
very,
also iPad
very
chips
small.
and the iPad Mini.
I'm Ben Elf.
Basically, so that's this iPad Mini.
Princess
And basically,
Holly.
this is a brand new port of
Come on,
Sesame.
let's play.
Yes,
Wait for us.
and you can get started for free actually. There's one free map, and then the maps are around, I believe,
Ben and Holly's little kingdom.
in Sydney for each map. So let's get started. We're going to be testing out on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, the iPad Air M1, and the brand new iPhone 17 Pro Max. Let's get started. So as you can see, we're off to a crispy start, I should say. 20 frames per second in Littleton Creek. I think this map is pretty hard to run, so we're going to try this. And I'm really glad this game is here, to be honest, because I feel like it's one of the perfect games to play on like an iPhone when you're at, like, say example, last week I was stuck to DMV getting a warrant of fitness for my car, and it took quite a little bit, and I kind of wish I had something to do when I was just waiting around. But Hitman is like almost the perfect game for that, because you can kind of just come back, you can save, you can load, you can kind of just go, take out a target, and then drive somebody to B. When you're on your lunch break, say, you can just play some of this on your iPhone. Now, as you can see, it might not be the greatest experience if you have an iPhone 15 Pro Max, or even like your iPhone 16 series, I think could possibly run this, but I don't think you're going to have a great experience considering this the 15 Pro Max, but we're going to test with some other devices later on. Alright, so that was the first crash of the video, but we're back, and I should probably show the settings of the game that's involved into. So unfortunately, we don't have that in-depth settings available here. Sorry, my control's not working, so I have to keep looking down. So I've just set the default settings, which the game is running at 30 FPS, spatial, performance, camera, reflection, set to low, and locked at 30 FPS. And this makes it look pretty unsharp, the spatial, but it's not the worst, not unsharp, it looks oversharp and very noisy, but it's acceptable and you're not going to notice on the iPhone screen, I'll say that much. And it looks great on the iPhone screen. And yeah, I also can appreciate how they put in extra effort into the real controls. We've seen pretty lazy controls in something like Death Stranding and the Resident Evil ports. They kind of just put a control overlay on. But as you can see here, we have the buttons. If I press this, we can scroll using our fingers, we can control, we can select it, we can unselect it. And I'm just really appreciative that they actually put time and effort into this stuff. If only the game ran a bit better. We've seen that it could low-key just be up to the developers, not to shame them. This game is really good, but we saw with the Switch 2 port that it wasn't really running great. The frame rate was uncapped and it could barely hit 60 on the Switch 2, and it doesn't really make sense for some of the other games that run on the Switch 2. So I honestly wouldn't hold it down to your phone like that. Alright, let's get in. So this game is quite fun. So basically you have targets that you go and assassinate, control hitmen, and you can see through the front vision. So my goal here is to assassinate that system. I should probably go find this guy. So while no one's looking,
Go and
go
practice
take
my
this.
running and jumping.
Nice suit.
Good luck, Ben. Bye,
I'll
Ollie.
wait for him to
See
go
you
to the book.
later.
And I'm going to subdue him.
Welcome to the Elf Games. Please remember, the
Down,
elf
I need to check the
no
controls
cheating
because I
and
don't
no
have the control on iOS.
Fairy princess.
Not iOS, that's not the right word. I don't have the controls working on the actual
for the benefit of the
now that we've got
fairness amongst us, may I remind us there is strictly no magic and absolutely
I don't know how we can get back there. I just also go into this house with breaking
Now to our first event, running.
Now we're taking this in here. Focus our target.
On your marks, get set, go.
Alright, so now we can actually go assassinate targets.
We'll soon sort that out. May I? Thank you. Try
I
this.
think that on the side, so that means I missed it. But I can supposed to do this. Boom.
Barnaby Hill is the winner.
I know.
Well, that was. We're probably gonna have to switch devices now. We've got 4 plus. I need to save right here. Oh, and I died. Alright, we're gonna switch to the iPad now.
Sorry, Ben.
Alright, so now we're on the M1 iPad Air. So we're going to be able to see how it runs on the iPad. And as you can see, it's running at a native resolution of 820 and upscaling it to 1600p or 2360 by 1640p.
I hope so.
So that is a quite high resolution. As you can see, it's actually like a heightened aspect ratio. I think it's 4:3. I could be wrong. I think it's a little bit wider than that. But we have just the general same settings here. You can uncap the frame rate on the iPad if you want. You can do realistic on some iPads. I don't know if you have an M1 if you're going to get that. I doubt it, but you could.
Do it.
I would say more than likely it's seems that you have that video on these iPads, no matter what
I
it
didn't think he
changes.
was going to do it.
It's a little bit strange, so we're going to keep it there. You can change this on the settings, but I'm just going to keep how it is. You can see it's pretty much a lock 30. Now, we want this dude's costume, so we're going to go kill him for it.
Bad luck, Barnaby.
And I can't
We're
aim
down
there,
to the
apparently.
last 2 for the high jump trophy.
I hope Ben doesn't
guy?
want the pole off.
Pretty much for no
As long
reason,
as they
so I
don't
feel
put it
pretty
up any
bad.
higher, I'm sure he'll be
Drags his
fine.
body and dump him.
Oh dear.
Hopefully not get caught. So we're going to go for the other target, and then we're going to try a different map on the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And I kind of want to test the hardest run map, which I believe is Dubai, but from my testing, it is the Miami map, the F1. We'll go 100 down. We can do this properly. The main objective is to do all these assassinations properly, but I'm not doing them because they're meant to voice take quite a while.
Sure, no one will notice me.
Right, we should just try. Well, I think if we kill them now, we'll shoot out the security.
I told you no one would notice.
That's what I'm gonna.
Someone.
And I died, but I technically killed him. Alright, we're gonna switch to a different map.
But he doesn't know it was me.
Alright, so now we're in Miami, and as you can see, the frame rate's got necessity or cinematic, I guess you could say. Pretty close to 600 in my iPad here. I mean, it doesn't have fans on it, so the frame rate is just going to worse as you go on. But yeah, I think the issue with the Miami map is there's a lot of people in the crowd.
At the L game.
Not for no reason, because it's one race. So that's why. But basically, as you can see, the frame rate is really bad on this map. So the ultimate test will be the next phone, which will be the iPhone 16 Pro Max, to see if we can run this Miami
Take your
map.
partners, please, for our final event.
Alright, so looking through the crowd, we're getting like 27 frames per second. Not great, not bad, it's playable. 30 FPS, kind of steady.
I promise I won't use magic.
How did we get it now? Let's do it, bro. Anyway.
You've already messed things up enough.
Bad.
Please, Ben.
Alright, don't miss, don't miss. I did not miss. Oh, that is
This is how
gruesome.
you do it. I'm really good at walking on my hands.
Alright, now we're just gonna go. Yeah, that was
My goodness, a fairy.
Well, the rule book doesn't say a fairy can't.
On your marks, get set,
well, we didn't
go.
do that. Technically, we can just run, drop that gun. Now we just run. But the frame rate is pretty bad on this. Just this mission.
Goodness me.
I'd say most missions are playable. And this is certainly playable. I'm most people playing the iPad aren't really going to notice or care. they're playing the iPad. But if you are like heavy into games, you can probably use the frame
Could
rate.
win the wheelbarrow race.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Okay. It looks very overexposed on my capture card and on the actual device. It's very bright for some reason. I don't know if that is the game's fault or my fault, but I believe it's the game's fault. Alright, now we escaped and we can check on the iPhone 17 Pro
At
Max.
the next
Alright,
game,
let's do it.
we shall have
Alright, now we are back here with the iPhone 17 Pro Max. So this this phone just came out and my dad got it and he's letting me use it to film this video, which is I'm very grateful for. And yeah, we're running with default settings on the 17 Pro Max. And we're not off to a good start on this map. When we were testing this on the 15 Pro Max, I was side by side, we were getting around 19 FPS and here we're kind of off the two. I mean, this chip is comparable to the M1 in power, so theoretically we should run pretty good. In fact, I think it's quite a bit stronger in single core. Alright, so we're in the crowd here and we're getting around. It's actually fluctuating a lot. It's definitely stabilizing, but there are a few frame rate dips and quite a lot of stuttering.